Hey everybody, this is Travis at CrossFit Invictus. We have a lot of dips in our program, and I just wanted to give you guys some options as far as scaling. When we have, say, 3 sets of blah, 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 and ring dips, say times 20 reps, you're gonna end up doing 60 dips. That's a lot. So just to give you guys some ideas of how to go through the movement and scale it accordingly, probably benefit you quite a bit during the class time. You get all your reps, you get the range of motion, and you don't feel completely obliterated by the end of the workout or like you've just failed. And so I'm gonna give you guys some examples here. So looking at these rings right now, I've got them set from a low bar, about waist height. It really doesn't matter, but what we're going to pay attention to is where our feet are. So I'm gonna have this box right here, and I'm gonna stand on top of the box, rings in front of me, keep my toes underneath, and when I start to do my dips, just so I'm doing them appropriately, because we don't wanna hinge at the hips, I like to call that the bird peck. So we're gonna go from here and start bringing our knees down. Now I can adjust my feet while I'm down here, but once I'm down, I try to make sure my hips are forward, and then I use my legs to help press back up. So I'm going down as far as absolutely possible and pushing back up. So there you have a range of motion that you need for a dip, especially if you're trying to learn your strict muscle up. When you learn a strict muscle up, you don't start dipping from here. So, coming up through the muscle up, you're really low. This is where you need to start building strength in order to press all the way up out of it. So again, we've got the box. It's not set very far behind me, just far enough that I can put my toes near the edge, knees forward so they're in line with the posts. And I'm gonna dip my knees down, keeping my head up. We don't wanna dig our head down to our chest. So nice and straight, and then press up. So that should give you a really good option. If you like other options, you just move the box in front of the rings, or turn around, but for purpose right now. So feet nice and flat, and I'm gonna go down this way. Now I like this one as well, but unfortunately, I may have a tendency to lean back this direction. And there again, we have kind of like the bird peck motion. So when we do the dip, we want the rings to come sliding up our torso, not necessarily coming in front of us. This turns into what looks more like a push-up rather than a ring dip. So let's just keep ourselves vertical. And then you've also got the third option of using a band. I don't recommend the band unless it's absolutely necessary. And the reason is that when you guys are at full depth here, if the band is really tight, it's not giving you the challenge of pushing up out of the lowest part of the depth. Instead, it's gonna slingshot you upward, and that's where you need to build most of the strength. So I recommend this as your option for scaling. Otherwise, go ahead and crank away with your regular dips. Just make sure you get full depth before pressing up, and lock your elbows out.